and I wouldn't be engaged now.
Uh-huh. Paper covers rock.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Carrie Bradshaw had us yelling at our TV screens asking, "Girl, what are you doing?"
Which district do you vote in?
Whichever one is near Barney's.
Are you saying you've never voted in New York City?
You are correct, Mr. President.
Number 10, when her laptop broke. After Carrie's laptop suddenly stops working, causing her to lose all the work she has never saved, she blames the whole mess on Aiden because he was kissing her when it broke.
I was just typing, and then he came over and he kissed me, and then I got the bomb.
Not the bomb, not the good kind.
Is this funny? Do you think that this is funny?
Just trying to,
You are mortifying me.
Aiden is nothing but patient and helpful in this episode, but Carrie's anxiety over her lost work causes her to take out all her frustration on her boyfriend, constantly berating him after everything he tries to say or do.
When was the last time you backed up your work?
I don't do that.
You don't back up?
No.
When he generously buys her a new laptop, she refuses to take it, saying she just wants her old laptop back. This could be true, but it also seems like a metaphor for their relationship. Carrie doesn't seem to want a perfectly good new boyfriend. She wants her old one, Mr. Big, back.
I'm not ready for a new computer. I'm still waiting to hear back about my old one. My whole life was on that computer.
I get it.
Number 9, when she ditched Miranda for Big. Carrie made a lot of questionable choices when it came to Big, but it bothered us the most when her poor taste started affecting her friends.
You're at Big's? You and I are having dinner tonight.
Well, he got this veal.
You blew me off for a piece of politically incorrect meat?
In this season 2 episode, Miranda and Carrie had plans to meet for dinner, but Carrie bails so Big can make her veal. Carrie's only attempt to let Miranda know she's not coming is to leave a message on Miranda's answering machine at home, which of course Miranda never gets because she's already left to meet Carrie.
You know what? Your relationship is exactly the same as always. It's all about him.
Could you put Miranda on, please?
Enjoy your veal.
Problem?
No.
Silver lining though, Miranda being left all by her lonesome at the bar gives her the opportunity to meet Steve, who goes on to become a regular on the show and a fan favorite character in the series.
Thank you.
Steve. Thank you, Steve.
Look, that's really very cute, but I'm not really in the mood.
Not really in the mood, Steve.
Number 8, when she made a scene at church with Big's mother. After discovering by chance that Big takes his mother to church every Sunday, Carrie desperately wants to join so she can meet Big's mother.
I want to go to church with you and your mommy. How about this Sunday?
Well, it's just a private little thing my mother and I do, just the two of us.
Big declines, wanting to keep his Sunday tradition a private thing between himself and his mother. Despite his clear wishes, Carrie shows up at their church anyway and draws significant attention to herself after accidentally dropping a book.
We're out of here.
Receive your blessing, and that of our Lord and Savior.
So Carrie gets her introduction to Big's mom in the end, though she's offended he introduces her as just a friend. Maybe you shouldn't try to force relationship milestones before your partner is ready. That is, if you want things to go the way you'd like them to, Carrie.
My friend, Carrie.
Oh, you show up at church after I asked you not to. What are you trying to do, test me? I mean, why all of a sudden interest in meeting my mother?
Well, has the woman ever even heard of me?
My mother doesn't need to meet another girlfriend.
Oh.
Number 7, therapy for the wrong reasons. At Miranda's suggestion, Carrie agrees to go to therapy to talk through her breakup with Big, but not before getting in a few offensive digs at Miranda's expense.
Sometimes it helps to talk to somebody who's objective.
Okay. I understand why you see a shrink, because you're always in your head, but I'm fine. I am functioning.
When she finally does go, she doesn't get much out of it after feeling insulted by her therapist's analysis of her taste in men. Just when she's about to swear off therapy, Carrie meets a cute boy in the waiting room, played by Jon Bon Jovi. So she keeps going for sessions with the mental health professional, but only to see this guy.
I thought we could go and play in this koi game where I could actually introduce myself.
Wow. I'm glad you did. Especially since I had worn my new dress for the occasion.
When things don't work out between the two of them, Carrie immediately stops going to see Dr. G. At least in the end, she finally admits that she goes after the wrong guys. Although you'd think that would have been a reason for her to continue getting help.
I believe in therapy, this moment is called the breakthrough. I picked the wrong men.
Number 6. All the times she abandoned her friends. Carrie Bradshaw is a bad friend, period. Throughout the series, we see Carrie acting incredibly selfishly towards her friends and failing to show up for them countless times.
Miranda's neck is out. She can't move, and I'm worried that it's too late for me to cancel my meeting.
I'll go check on Miranda for you.
You would?
When Miranda, fresh out of the shower, throws out her neck and calls Carrie for help, what does she do? Send her saint of a boyfriend Aiden to help out her friend because she has a meeting to go to.
I got the good bagels.
It's bad enough you send your boyfriend to help me when I call you, but now, the bullshit bagels.
So what are you saying, you don't want one?
Later in the series, Samantha accompanies the aerophobic Carrie on a harrowing cross-country train journey to San Francisco. However, just when Samantha has a moment to relax in their hotel room, Carrie kicks her out to make room for Big.
You have to get out. Big's here. I need to have sex.
I'm taking a bath.
I got you a smaller room all to yourself downstairs.
I can't get in another small room.
Please, I have to get laid.
It's unbelievable that Carrie was ever able to keep a group of such good friends after being such a bad one herself. Number 5. The breakup with Berger. The way Berger broke up with Carrie via Post-it note was inconsiderate, yes, but Carrie handled the breakup in the most obnoxious way possible.
Maybe everything does happen for a reason. If Berger hadn't left me in the most horrible way anyone could ever imagine, I wouldn't have the afternoon free to walk you to your hair appointment.
We're all being protected by the universe.
Right off the bat, she squashes any further conversation about Charlotte's exciting engagement news to announce her breakup to her friends. And it only gets worse from there.
If I had never married Trey, then I never would have gotten divorced, and I never would have met my divorce lawyer, Harry, and I wouldn't be engaged now.
Uh-huh. Paper covers rock.
Carrie continues to use the Post-it as ammo to guilt her friends into going to a club with her. She throws it in Berger's friends' faces to make them look bad, and even uses the Post-it as a literal get-out-of-jail-free card. We get it, Carrie, he was insensitive, but she was planning on breaking things off with him anyway. She had no reason to act so over the top because a guy she didn't want to be with broke up with her.
See? Your Post-it was your get-out-of-jail-free card. So if you never met Berger, then you wouldn't—
Stop! You're killing my buzz.
Number 4. When she guilted Charlotte into giving her money. When Aiden and Carrie break up, Aiden gives her the option to buy her apartment from him so she can continue living there. But Carrie has no money to her name because she spent it all on shoes.
I spent $40,000 on shoes and I have no place to live? I will literally be the old woman who lived in her shoes.
Unable to secure a loan, she turns to Big and her friends for help, all of whom offer her loans, except for Charlotte. To get where Charlotte is coming from, remember that at this point in the series, she's still recovering from her split with Trey, and clearly Carrie has demonstrated that she won't be able to pay back any loan she receives.
And for the record, I am aware that I have some financial messiness that I have to clean up, and to that end, I am looking into some freelance magazine work. I have been offered $4 a word at Vogue. That is a lot. Most people get 2. So yes, I have made some mistakes, and Charlotte, you have made some mistakes.
Still, Carrie confronts Charlotte and asks why she didn't offer her a loan, essentially wearing Charlotte down until she offers her engagement ring from Trey for Carrie's down payment.
Carrie, this is a straightforward business proposal, clean and simple. Why do I have all this money if I can't help out a friend?
But it would be a loan I would pay you back.
I know.
Number 3. When she dismissed her bisexual boyfriend's sexuality. This plotline is one that definitely wouldn't fly today.
For you, there was Kayla, really neurotic, lasted a year. And before her, Leslie, couldn't commit.
And before Leslie, there was Mark.
Is that a problem?
When Carrie finds out her latest boyfriend is bisexual, she laments the news to her friends and continuously makes offensive jokes about his bisexuality, even questioning its existence in the first place.
Maybe I do have a problem with this. I'm an old fart.
Correction, a hot old fart.
I'm not even sure bisexuality exists. I think it's just a layover on the way to Gay Town.
Isn't that right next to Ricky Martinville?
It's a total deal breaker for Carrie, who ends things with him shortly after. Carrie doesn't appear to develop at all in this belief either, because in the next season, we hear similar dated comments about sexuality from her after Samantha begins a relationship with a woman. It's plot lines like these that make us miss the 90s a lot less.
You go to bed one night, you wake up the next morning, and poof, you're a lesbian?
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm a fire hydrant.
Yeah, I'm a shoe. I always wanted to be one, and poof, now I am.
Number 2, when she invited Big to Aiden's cabin. In a relationship full of selfish moments on Carrie's part, this was close to her worst offense.
This Batman, I invited him up. I didn't mean to. I just got trapped.
During a romantic getaway to Aiden's country cabin, Carrie gets a call from Big, who is distraught over his girlfriend breaking up with him. For some reason, Carrie thinks it's a good idea to invite Big to the cabin, even though Aiden has made it very clear their friendship bothers him.
I would never do this, but he's really hurting. Come on, haven't you ever had a girl break your...
Aiden is as patient as he possibly can be in this incredibly uncomfortable situation, but it inevitably ends with the two men wrestling in mud and Carrie having to break them up. No one is having a good time in this episode, least of all the audience.
Stop! Stop it! Stop it! You're middle-aged!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, her affair. We've reached not only the worst thing Carrie did to Aiden, but also probably the worst thing she did, period.
When Charles Dickens wrote, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times," I believe he must have been having an affair with his married ex-boyfriend.
Carrie's dating Aiden. Big is married to Natasha, yet when their paths cross at a furniture show and Big starts to weasel his way back into her life, Carrie gives in and sleeps with him.
And just like that, I lost my head.
The two start an affair behind their partners' backs, though they are eventually found out, of course. As if that wasn't bad enough, Carrie's guilt drives her to force an apology onto Natasha, who clearly wants nothing to do with Carrie.
Finally, I'm sorry that you felt the need to come down here. Now, not only have you ruined my marriage, you've ruined my lunch.
It's by far the messiest storyline in the whole series, and we still can't believe Aiden forgave her after everything she put him through. Which Sex and the City character endured the worst from Carrie, and why was it Aiden? Let us know in the comments.
You have to forgive me, Aiden. You have to forgive me. You have to forgive me. You have to forgive me.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.